Hi guys, I am Gayatri and this is my PCOS story. The journey where I healed my body and mind together. When I first heard the word PCOS, I thought it's okay. It's just a hormonal issue. पर मुझे ये नहीं पता था कि वो मेरा नज़रिया बदल देगा towards my body, my emotions and even my confidence. This is my story, something that's very personal to me, but I want to open it up for you. You, the one who has clicked on this video by seeing the word PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or disorder in some cases. PCOS एक ऐसी प्रॉब्लम है जिसके बारे में लोग अवेयरनेस बहुत डेस्परेटली फैलाना चाहते हैं. But to catch the right people, you don't need to be looking for them. There are 1,000 women, not sure about the stats, but almost every third woman that I come across has PCOS. Not because they lie on the bed all day long, but because of the experiences, because of the standards of the world that they have to fulfill, the experiences, the trauma that they have gone through in their life. PCOS is not something that comes inside your body like that. PCOS is something that comes gradually, that grows inside your body the way trauma does. My journey with PCOS is how I learned to heal not just my body, but my mind and energy too. I, just like the science, can never disclose or discover the proper, complete cure to PCOS, but I can share a relatable story about my issues, my trauma that pushed me into this well. It started 6 months after my dad passed away. On a random evening, I realized that I have started to gain abnormal weight. My period hasn't arrived in 15 days. It's almost above 1.5 months since I've had my last period. My mood swings stopped feeling like me. I was extremely happy and lively. I loved my life. I loved enjoying people who were around me. But I realized that I started blaming myself, thinking maybe I'm lazy and not disciplined enough. But the truth is, PCOS is not your fault. I got diagnosed for the first time in May 2024. I did what most of us do. I googled everything. I saw 1,000 videos on Instagram and YouTube. But what really changed things wasn't a magic pill, it was the mindset. I started working with my body instead of fighting it. I sat down one evening and I started to realize that would I rather prefer eating the insulin resistance pills, the hormonal pills, and disturb the whole natural cycle of my body, or would I just prefer skipping everything and go to the Ayurveda stuff, to the stuff that's natural, that comes from the nature? Maybe it would suit me. But believe me, I have tried every single thing in and out, from 40 hours cardio workout to trying jari booties to trying syrups that are like 500 ml for 1500. I have had medicines worth 1500 for months, but it never left my body until the day I realized that the magic pill for PCOS is trying to know the root cause of it, to going back to your past, to going back to the time that you must have felt like unsafe. The day I lost my dad, I never cried, ever since. But 10 days ago, when I was completely unaware that I'm going to start this YouTube channel, converting my original Gmail into something that I hope people connect with, sharing my dad's journey is for the next vlogs. But today I'm going to talk about things that have legit helped me discover that PCOS wasn't my fault. It wasn't the fault of people around me, but it was the fault of how I decided to pursue things. I decided to chase people rather than my dreams. I decided to chase the standards that the world has set instead of finding my own purpose. When I sat down trying to discover my PCOS, I started working with my body instead of fighting it. I began doing light movement that I enjoyed, not punishing workouts that would make me sweat for 15 minutes straight, and then I would gain 500 grams to 1 kg the next morning. I added meditation. I joined Reiki program to calm my nervous system because trauma doesn't leave your body overnight. It needs practice. It needs practicing affirmations. It needs practicing a certain movements. Affirmations like my body is healing in its own time. अपनी बॉडी को फोर्स करना, अपनी बॉडी को एक पर्टिकुलर डॉक्टर के स्टैंडर्ड से मीट कराना इज नॉट योर क्योर टू PCOS. जैसे वो धीरे धीरे आपकी बॉडी में ग्रो हुआ है, वैसे ही वो धीरे धीरे द डे यू स्टार्ट एक्सेप्टिंग इट आपकी बॉडी को छोड़ेगा. And slowly something shifted. I still have pimples. I still sometimes miss my cycle. But my skin has become better. My period comes more than usual. Maybe the way it did before I discovered that I, or maybe anybody with PCOS, can store trauma inside their body. The day my skin started getting clear and I started to appreciate myself in the morning, the first thing, instead of disrespecting me as the first thing in the morning, not even wishing myself good morning and straight going to reach for my phone to endlessly scroll, hate my body, start treating the people around me like shit, and above all, disrespecting my own self. The day my skin cleared a little bit, my start to the day became better. I felt more confident, my cycles balanced, but most importantly, I stopped hating my body. I started treating her like a friend who needed love, not criticism. This was just a gist to part one of my PCOS journey. If you are living with PCOS, remember, healing is not just physical, it's emotional, it's energetic, and deeply personal. Be gentle with yourself because your body listens more to you than any medicine on earth. If this story resonated with you, give it a like and share it with somebody who needs to hear that they are not alone. Comment below your PCOS story or what else would you like to hear next. Let's make this space a community for healing and love. Until next time.